Hello everyone, I have exactly $100. In this video, I'll show you clear instructions on how to earn your first $10,000. Enjoy watching, and we're getting started. Let's imagine you're a young guy and you only have $100. Just like me, and you want to earn your first $10,000. But how do you do it? It's probably incredibly difficult. It probably takes years of training, years spent in trading. But in reality, it's not as difficult as it seems at first glance. The most important thing is to start and act correctly. I'll show and tell you how to act now. Look, today we'll be trading on the Pocket Option Broker and using a balanced distribution table, a 5-step table. You can make it yourself or you can follow the link under the video and get it there. Look how it works. Let me tell and show you everything. We have a balance of $100. We enter the first trade for $2. If we win, we enter for $2 again. If we lose, we take $4.5. If we lose again, we take $10.10. If we win, we go back to $2. And so on, until we earn at least $200. Then we can take $4, and so on. Well, you get it. We're going to the Pocket Option Broker, and now we're turning on the best indicator on the Pocket Option Broker, called CCI. Look, you go over here, these are all the indicators on the broker, and there, CCI is looking right at you. How to set it up, how to trade, watch. You've entered here, you will have 20, these are the standard settings. Here are 4 check marks, here 100, here minus 100, here everything is yellow. Excellent. Look, everything is traded on a 1-minute time frame, and the expiration time is also 1 minute, you see? And how to trade with this indicator, I'll tell you now. Look, I'm opening the minute time frame. I'm taking $2. As written in the table, that is, the first step is $2. And look, right here, I'm going in right away for a minute on the downside. I took AUD, CHF, OTC, a minute on the downside, $2. Why did I enter? Let me explain. Because the market bounced off the upper level and is going down, and I'll make money on this move. So look, the market bounced off the upper level right here. You could have gone in for a minute and made money. Then the market bounced off the lower level and went up. You could have gone in for a minute and made money here too. But we didn't see this situation, we didn't enter. Now we've taken AUD, CHF, OTC, the market bounced off the upper level. The entry point, of course, isn't the best. It's better to enter from a higher point or a lower point. That is, when the market hasn't bounced yet, but is just starting to bounce. I already entered at 50% of the move, watching until the end. 19 seconds left, we have a 30-point miss. If there's a loss, we won't worry. We'll just take the second step and continue trading. If it's a win, we'll also take $2 and continue trading. 7 seconds to the end, and it looks like it will be a loss. You see, the market is right at the level. Yes, 1 second. Oh no. Look, it even worked out. Excellent. We're moving to the table for sure, and we mark that we have a win so that we've seen the success rate and don't get confused. Now we're taking $2 again. That is $2. And, in fact, we can enter here again. Why not? That is, if we see the market hasn't dropped to the bottom yet, we can still enter. You see, the move has started. Odd CHF OTC. We took a 1-minute downside for $2 with 47 seconds to go. The move is already 44. Excellent. Look before your very eyes. 2 wins in a row. So it's great. I'll make about $3.64 right before your eyes. I think that's not bad at all. Okay, look, we have 5 seconds left, and the market isn't playing out again, although maybe it is. It worked out, but it was by a hair's breadth again. Well, no big deal. The most important thing is that the market played out. We're going to the table and marking that we have another win. And that means we're taking another 2. Look, I've already made $3.68 right before your eyes. In fact, in terms of money, it's a trifle. But friends, that's already 3% of the balance. And we will try to earn 7 to 8% of the balance every day. Look, now we're switching to other currency pairs and looking for where the market bounces off the upper or lower level and we make money on this movement. The most important thing is not to rush. What's very important in this strategy is not to rush. It doesn't like it when you start entering haphazardly with bad entry points, because then you won't get through. You have to take a good entry point. For example, here, look, now the market will bounce off the lower level, and here you can go for a call. Let's you and I even try to enter in advance. Taking C, $2 on a call. We're waiting for the closing, and we're getting a great win. I also entered for a minute, also $2, and we wait. We have 47 seconds to go, down 14 points. If it's a loss, no big deal. I'll just take the second step and continue trading. Friends, I have more strategies, more indicators, more information about trading on my Telegram. Subscribe. The link is in the description under the video, in the profile, in the comments. I don't sell anything here. I don't try to push anything on you. I don't do that kind of thing. Here I only show withdrawals, deposits on strategies, my whole trading journey. In short, whoever hasn't subscribed yet, subscribe. I also have my own team where 77 people trade. The team is absolutely new, absolutely free. You can trade and earn with us every day. We don't trade by guesswork. We trade only with strategies. And we also have training. If you want to be on a good team where there aren't just signals, but also soul, because we support each other, try to help each other, and trade daily from Monday to Saturday, whoever wants to join the team, write to me and I'll add you. Okay, we're going to the table and looking. We've closed with a 1-point loss. Imagine, just 1 point. Well, no big deal. We move on and put a red dot. That is, and now I'm taking $4.5. We're going in with $4.5 and looking for where to enter now. Here we see the market still hasn't bounced. Yeah, it hasn't really bounced back here, so I think it's pointless to enter here anymore. Well, let's give it a try. Why not? Although I see that one candle has already returned. Maybe it will go up now, or maybe I was wrong. Most likely that's the case. We have 50 seconds left. The market went down. Well, if it's a loss, I'm not worried at all. In fact, it will be a loss because of me. I entered incorrectly. No big deal. I'll take the third step and get my money back anyway. 38 seconds to go, down by 42 points. Yes, you see, I rushed here just literally 2 minutes ago. I was telling you about this, that you shouldn't rush. It's better to think 3 times. You know, like that proverb, measure 7 times, cut once. It's the same here. At least look carefully 3 times and then enter the trade. With 18 seconds to go, it's a 70-point loss. Yes, so we can see it's a big loss here. You don't even have to look anymore. I don't think it will work out. 9 seconds to go. A loss of 33 points. Yes, we take another loss, no big deal. But I'll show you exactly how this strategy works. I go to the chart, mark that I also have a loss, and now I take $10.10. That is $10.10. And now I'm looking for where to enter. And now it seems to me that the market will bounce back. What can we do? Although, no, let's not. I'm still not going to enter here. This market is so deceptive. When we see that the market isn't working like this, it means the indicator is overheated. We'll enter right here, AUDCHF, OTC. I'm taking 1 minute to go up, and I took $10.10. Right before your eyes, I'll now get a great win and earn about $5 for the balance. And that's not bad. That's a whole 5% of the balance. If my balance was, say, $1,000, I would have already earned $50. If my balance was, say, $10,000, I would have already earned $500. Excellent. Excellent. And that's literally in 15 minutes, friends. Cool. I think that's very cool. Okay, we're switching on the 5-second time frame and watching. Look, we have 27 seconds left. A 50-point move. Yes. You see, as soon as I entered correctly, the move took off, and that's very cool. 19 seconds left. So the whole trick is in the indicator and the table. That is, the indicator itself gives a success rate of up to 92%. But 8% is already covered by the table, so you get a 100% success rate. Because with this strategy, I've been trading for more than 5 months, and I've never reached the 5th step. To the 4th, yes, I've reached it. Yes, look, we got a win, and in net profit, I've already made 6.47. Excellent. Excellent. Look, we're marking that we have a little green dot, meaning we've completed the task. And now we go back to the first step. I think it's really cool. See? I've just made almost 7%. Guys, really, it's just 10 to 15 minutes. If you trade like this for an hour or two, you'll make 50% of your balance. And the bigger the balance, the more you earn. Because when the balance is $200, from the first step, you'll already be earning not 82 cents, but $3.60. Excellent. Excellent. And when the balance is, say, $1,000, you'll already be earning, the first step will be, say, $18. Fantastic. Really fantastic, friends. So try it. Try it. Again, I showed where to get the indicator. You can get the table from me on Telegram. Write to me. I'll send it to you. It's free. how to trade. I've shown everything. Try it, friends. I'm waiting for your feedback in the comments. From you, a like and a subscription. And from me, useful and important content for your trading every day.